This is Irontrader, and this is midday trading. And we're going to take a look here and see what natural gas is doing, what crude oil is doing, and then we're going to look at one of my favorite trades, NVIDIA, NVDA. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock commodity ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have natural gas. We have an hourly and a 4-hour chart here. Okay, now if you watched my video this morning, I said the key level here on the upside was going to be this 2.848. Now remember, this was the contract roll, and I'm going to show you that here in a little bit. How this gapped right on up here, and then it just could not get above. But if you look at this 2.884 here, all you have to do is look to the left of the chart here, and what do you see? Okay, so you got 2.85, so you're just about right there. Could not get through, and that would have been the level right there, 2.92. Now, it came all the way down here, but we did not have filled this gap here yet, which is going to be, I always like to see when they fill them gaps. That's always a good thing. Now, when we look at the hourly chart here, well, as you can see, it came down here, and we're holding that 50-day roughly at 2.65, but you really need to get down just a little bit lower down here, down to that 2.62, fill that gap, and then be done with it, okay? But again, then right underneath there, we have this 2.58, and then your retest down here at 2.47. So we've got to see how this all going to shake out here. But right now, it just could not hold that upper level. And if it could, then we could have went up there to that 2.92. But with that contract roll, she just came down. Now we are in the July contract. So we got to see how it's going to shake out. I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, here's all the contract rolls here. Okay, it's very, very easy. Just go right on my website. Just look at this right up on top is the name. Just punch it right in there. Anytime you want to see all the contract rolls when they're going to roll. Okay, so here is the next contract roll for crude is going to be in June. It's going to be June 23rd there for the gas, for gasoline. So if you want to just take a look, just punch up that AVA trade, and you are right there. And you can see all the contract rolls and when they're coming out. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, here's a bar chart. Now, this is also a good one here. You can just punch in any whatever you want. Right now, we got natural gas, and we are in that July contract, okay? So you can see where it popped up there pretty nice. This was that June contract right here at that 2.44, and then she just jumped right on up there real quickly here to the July contract. Now, as you can see how these contracts are going, how they're moving up here, okay? So you got the 2.72, then there's September, okay, all the way up here. And then you're going to get right in that 3 level here very, very quickly, okay? So if you want to look at it, just go to barchart.com, and I'll punch in anything you want, and they'll show you exactly what the futures are doing. Easy peasy. Okay, let's get back to the charts. Okay, here we have the old natural gas chart, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, I've always been pointing out here a couple key levels here that you need to close above, okay? So here's the first one that we really want to do is that 2.50. Very, very critical, okay, for the week. Okay, so just remember that. Last week we had that topping tail situation came down, but you notice that it did hold that key 50-day. If that is lost here, then we have this 200 SMA here, and then we have your target here of your 21-day. But again, that's for the weekly basis. Now, for today, what we want to watch is you can see it got high here as 2.84. All you do is look right to the left of the chart. What do you got? 2.85. Okay, there's your resistance level. Okay, if you can get above, you got 2.92. If you break out above that, you go right here, 2.96. See that? Easy peasy. Now, downside, what we want to watch is you got to watch this key 8 SMA here. Let me just bigger up a little bit. Look at this 8 SMA here. See this? Okay, so you got 2.66. So far, it's holding. Now, again, if that's lost, then we want to come right to the top of this candle at 2.62. Okay, so that's your gap fill. So right now, the low today was 2.66. Okay, and then that's your gap. And then top of this candle is 2.62. There's your fill. Again, if that's lost, then we can come over to the top of this candle, 2.57. Okay, and then what we'll do is then we're looking for that 2.50. Then you're looking for 2.456, your 200-day. And then if that's lost, you've got 2.38. Now, I do like this 8 SMA here. We're rocking above that 21-day, and we'll see if we can carry it right on up here. Now, this was the last contract roll. Well, this was 2 times contract roll here. Went all the way up here, came down, and eventually filled that gap. This gap is still not filled here, but we held that really nice, good support level here at that 1.90, and then she just rocketed higher. But look at that 8 SMA. Look at that, how it held it the whole way. Okay, so if you know that it's going to hold it, you just hold that bad boy long. For me, I just trade it every day, and then boom, all the way. When you see a candle like this, topping tail, get the hell out, short, do whatever you got to do, okay? So right now I'm in, matter of fact, I just got stopped out on KOLD at 49.50. I'm all out of that trade. So that was a really nice trade. I got, what did I get? 2 points out of that, I think it is. 2.5 points. Okay, so that was a really good trade. So now I'm going to see here if it can hold this 8 SMA. If it does, then that might be a time to buy this and take it back long again. If it doesn't, well, then we know exactly where it's going to that gap fill at 2.62 and then 2.57, 2.50, and then 2.45. So right now, you just want to trade the range, okay, especially when you get them contract rolls until we can find out exactly where it's going to go. Now, say this reverses and starts going to the upside, just watch the left of the chart, okay? You got 2.75, 2.79, you got 2.85, and then you have 2.92. There's your nice target, okay? So just follow those candles right on up. That's all your resistance levels. All right, let's take a look here at the old crude ski. Okay, here we have crude oil daily, weekly chart. Now, you can see here, we had a nice bottoming tail, okay? Really, really nice, just like we've had, say, right there, a lot of them, okay? Same way right there, same way right there. That was a nice double bottom, but it couldn't get through that 200 SMA. Okay, and then yesterday we put in a really big engulfing candle, and we engulfed all of that. Very, very nice, and it closed above that 200. Now, today we got to make a little higher high, but you notice that it couldn't hold that 200. So if you watch my video this morning here, then here's what I pointed out, okay? So let's take a look at the upside first. So, okay, we had that high of today of 80.62. So I said, watch on the weekly. Always watch this freaking weekly chart. It's key, okay? So we went above this 80.30, okay? Your next level was right there, okay, 80.50. This morning, it was 80.62. So it could not get through, okay? So you always want to look at all their resistance levels. If it can't get through, if it got through that, and it can't get through that 8 SMA here, and then it's just going to pull back. So just watch these. Simple moving average are your key resistance levels, and then your candlesticks are your resistance levels. So you had to get above and go above for this here to take a shot at that 81.68. But obviously, it just didn't do it, and now it's rolling over. So now what we have is sideways action going on here, but we have a higher high so far for the week. Okay, now what we did is when this lost, this right here, this level, that's 79.95 because it could not get through this level right here and hold it. That's the key. Then you just had to watch all the levels, okay? So you look at 79.40. That was a level, okay? And then we looked here at 79.12, okay? And then we came all the way down here. We looked at the 100-day at 79.04. So what do we have for a low today? 79.16. So it lost that 50-day. Okay, first of all, it lost that 200-day, which was key. It lost that 50-day, and right there, you lost that that 21 SMA, came very, very close to it, okay, and you have 79.16. So you held this, but the key is you lost that 200-day and that 50-day. However, we held that 21-day, okay, and we're holding this 100-day. Very, very nice. And we're holding this 21-day, 78.87, and you're holding that 50-day. So we got some good support levels here. And another good thing about what today is we're only right down to the half of the candle. That's always very, very good. If it swallows that whole candle, well, obviously, it's good night, Irene. She's going all the way down. But it held that half of that candle, which is very good. But it just could not push through that 8-day and hold that 8-day on, so far on the upside. That was the key, okay? So here's what we want to watch, okay? Very, very simple. You want to watch this right there, that 21-day at 79.12, okay? We want to watch, obviously, today's low, but realistically, it's right there at 79.04. You really want to hold that 100-day, okay? So when you look at all of this here, you're just hugging this thing all the way there. So if we can start doing that again, we can have some upside. So the key is to hold that 79.04. If that's lost, well, then you can come down to that 78.87, and then you have your 78.57 for your support levels. Now, it'd be really, really good if you can get at least back above that 79.41. That would be good. You're sitting right now at 28. If you can get back above that, that would be very, very good. And really, the key level is you really need to get it back above that 79.95. That is going to be very, very key resistant level. Okay, that's good. Now, again, if you can, well, then we just look to yesterday's high. That's 80.29, and then we look to today's high at 80.62. Then we just follow the candles here, okay? 80.70, 80.88, 80.95, and then right there you got 81.57, and then your big target 81.68. But that doesn't mean anything unless you can get back above this 50-day and back above that 200-day. But we've got a lot of day left. We've got to see how this is all going to shake out. Okay, let's take a look here at NVIDIA. Okay, here we have NVIDIA, your daily and your weekly chart. Now you can see here we had a really nice sideways action. We put a double top in right here. It came all the way on down. And then with the earnings just blowout numbers, we just had a gap and go. Okay, so now what you got to worry, actually watch here, is we want to watch that 1149.39 on a closing basis. Okay, that's going to be very, very key. If you can get above that, usually those numbers are round numbers. Okay, so when I say 1150, you're really never going to get the right to 1150. You'll get like just what we had here, 1149.39. So when I always put a sell in there, I usually go at say 1148.75 or something like that, just to make sure that a lot of times it might not just even hit the 39, just 1149. Okay, so when you say 1150, always leave that little bit of room here if you're selling it, especially when you get a high target stock like this. Okay, so far today's high, you got 1148.71. Okay, so we couldn't get through it. Okay, so that's very key. Now again, if you can close above this level here, okay, your target's going to be 1200. Okay, so if you're going to buy it and you want to sell it, just go like 1198, okay, 50 or something like that, and you'll be able to get out of the stock. Okay, so always remember that. So next level here, this is pretty much 1150. Next level is going to be 1200 flat. That's what you're going to be looking for. On the downside, there's a lot of gaps, so you want to watch this gap right here. That's 1098.83, and then what we have here is we have your fill. You look at the high, 1064.75, and then we have another gap here. Your low is 1015.20, and then we have your high right there of 960.20. So we got a lot of gaps. However, the beauty of this stock is it's going to do a 10-for-1 split here on June 7th. Okay, that's the key. People are going to want to get into this ahead of that. And once that stock comes down to like in the 100 range, you're going to see a lot of people very, very big interest buying this stock up here. Now wait for a little pullback, and then this stock will rip right up here. But I am long, and I'm also trading the stock. Now, I'm going to show you on another chart exactly how I traded it today. Okay, here we have NVIDIA, your 1 minute, and we have a 5-minute chart here. Okay, now the 5-minute chart here didn't really show me much, but the 1 minute showed me everything. Okay, it came right down, the price down when we had that sell-off first thing this morning here. Okay, it sold right on down here, and you look at this red candle. It got as low as 1109.01. Okay, did I buy it there? Oh, hell no. I always wait for it to go up here and then get some kind of a retest. Now remember, this is $1,000 stock, so it's not a lot of times it's not going to come right down there and retest that at a lower like a lot of other stocks are. Okay, so if say you have say UCO, okay, a lot of times it'll run up to say 33, okay, and it comes back, okay, so you have a 33 on the bottom. Okay, it runs up to 33.50, comes back to maybe say 32.05, 30.10. You're not going to get that when you have $1,000 stock. This is what you're going to get, okay? So what you have is to put in a low, 1109.01. I did not buy that. I always take it up here and wait for the retest. Here's your retest right here. I know it seemed a little bit distance away, but your retest was basically 1120, okay? And I did not buy it there. I bought it right here, okay? Right there, okay? So it's 1120.01, okay? I didn't get that. I got in at 1121. That's why how I got into the morning. So this is what I did. I wait for it to come down, run it back up here, and then wait for the retest. That's the key. Then look, it had a really, really nice run. Now, we made a high here of 1147.41. I did not sell it there because it just, this stock here, knowing that you're going to have that reverse split, you can always hold this, okay? So what it did, it came down, held that 21-day, and then it rallied right up here. To see this nice green candle, 1147.94, but then the next candle, see that red? 1148.71. Okay, you see that red? Okay, as soon as I seen that, boom, I got out of there at 1147. Okay, I just put a stop in there. If it ran higher, then I would have taken it higher. but I got out of there 11.47, and I was in here over here on this at 121. That's how you trade a bigger time stock, okay? But you're never going to buy it the first thing because you don't know if it's going to come up here or is it going to keep right on running or if it's going to blast. I always wait for the retest. If you miss it, who gives a shit? We'll catch it the next time. It's like a bus. I used to say girls, but the wife doesn't like that. But anyway, you just catch the next trade. So that's where I got it at 121 and then dumped out at 147 right there. Now, it came down holding this bottom in this whole situation here. Now, if you look at this, okay, so you have a low, a higher low, and then a higher low. This is another area there which you got in, okay? So I'm just waiting a little bit patient here because I'm really long this stock. Okay, all I was looking for is some day trades, but I do a lot of day trades, like especially like with Tesla and Microsoft, Apple, TQQ. You know what I'm saying? And my bread and butter is oil and natural gas. So never go in there too much and then say, "Geez, I made good money here on this. Now I'm going to say lose it," and this falls off the hammer. But this is a good one where you could have also got in here because see, you have a low, higher low. Okay, you could have got in there, or even if the higher low, could have got in right there. Okay. Very simple. So that's how you trade these big stocks here or anything. Just wait for it to come down, let it run up, and then wait for that retest. On bigger price stocks, the retest, a lot of times, it's not going to be all the way down like you want. Just trade what's in front of you, not what you want. Okay, I'll be back here later today after the pit close, and we will do a little more in depth on the girl Crude and natty gas, and we'll see what's happening with those. Okay, thanks for watching.